Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today I had to live stream. Listen, we are seeing breakouts across the board for a lot of altcoins and a lot of assets. Now, of course, this is in regards to Bitcoin making its move above the $63,000 level. It was a key aspect for us to really kind of break out of. I said that in the Discord, same with many other individuals. So obviously, listen, that 63K point was a very strong level to break. Today is Sunday, so we are going to get a strong weekly candle close, but we also need to see a very strong daily close on Bitcoin, which apparently we are going to be seeing today, and especially on XRP as well. Now, with XRP breaking out, I personally want to see it break above $1.30. We're going to be discussing that. We're going to be talking about that. And of course, we're going to be talking about what's about to happen for XRP, because a lot of people are really disregarding what XRP is about to do in terms of massive price explosion. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into this juicy content. Since we are up 3.68%, sitting at about a $2.83 trillion market cap, Bitcoin dominance is making its way up a little bit, as you know, expected, especially with this major move up. I think a lot of altcoins, even the OG assets, right? Because I've always said that Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Stellar, all those assets are going to do incredibly well. Stellar especially is going to do extremely well. It will most likely catch up to XRP in terms of percentage fractals, so definitely keep a close eye on that. Now, for anybody who wants to, because I'm saying right now, the most important thing to do is to prepare your exit strategies for XRP and most of your assets, because we are ranging to have this massive wave 5 on Bitcoin. Now with that, you guys could get my personal exit strategy and all my trading indicators if you guys do want. It is on NCashOfficial.com. I do have the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which includes everything on the site as well as all future content for free. I will be doing a discount for Black Friday this month, just for anybody who is interested. Now, in terms of this breakout on XRP, we are breaking up above pretty much almost every single resistance level in the past few weeks. But it doesn't mean that we are going into this major parabolic run just yet. In fact, we actually want to break above $1.30 and hold a sustainable level above that. And of course, we do see $1.40 being a major resistance point up here. So we need to break out of some key levels still, but we are very, very close, and we are closing the gap very fast. I've said throughout this entire week and even last week that a lot of these assets are waiting to hit their major breakout point, and we are getting there very, very fast on a lot of these assets, especially when we're taking a look at the Bitcoin pairs for these assets. XRP has been waiting for this major reversal. In fact, it's been in this major reversal pattern since all the way in July, okay? And when we're inverting the scale, okay, look at this. What do you think is going to happen here? I mean, obviously this was bound for a reversal, and now we're waiting for that major pretty much move, similar to what we did back here in November, as well as what we did back in April when we were moving 40 cents per day. Now, of course, on the past patterns, we go back to 2017 and 2018 when this really started to make its major moves. And here is November, of course, which we are obviously in. And this actually didn't bottom out until December 5th, actually, or actually the 6th, sorry. But once we actually bottomed out and had that strong reversal, we pretty much exploded in price, which is obviously expected, especially considering the fact that this is the Bitcoin strength chart. But we also are in November, which we have some, you know, major moves on the impulsive stage for the Bitcoin pair, of course, and it did follow by, you know, a drop in the Bitcoin pair. Are we going to be seeing that? It is hard to say. If we could break out of this $1.40 channel on the USD pair, which is in my mind around the 2,113 to 2,303 sat level on this chart, so somewhere in between this point up here. Let me just show you guys in terms of a rectangle. So somewhere up here is where I would like to see the price data for the Bitcoin pair. This will obviously bring the XRP USD chart pretty much to this point or even above it, and it's most likely above it, but that's where we really want to see the USD pair back to up in these levels, because we will retest $2 faster than most people actually think. We got to remember that when XRP actually wakes up and starts to move, it doesn't move at 2 cents a day or 2 cents a week, if you will. No, this is moving 40 cents per day. Don't, take my word for it. Take the chart's word for it. It was moving 40 cents per day back in April. So when we're talking about that, right, just imagine how big of a move it would be from $1.40 to $2 and then essentially retesting the all-time highs up here, which is, it could technically be about $3.50 to about $3.84. So we have a lot of room to grow real quick on the XRP price chart. We still haven't even hit the all-time high from 2017, 2018, like most assets have already this bull run. And don't worry, we're going to get there. I know a lot of people keep making fun of it. Oh, it's a stable coin, whatever the case may be. But listen, once we go to $3.84, which I'm using the $3.84 centile range as the all-time high. I know a lot of people don't like to use it, but listen, that is the all-time high on most charts. So I'm going to be utilizing that level. It is a 204% move from our current levels, and you can expect this to happen. It's not hopium. It's not, anything in terms of me shilling this asset. Trust me, I don't shill XRP to have you guys FOMO in. Trust me, if you think that somebody with 25,000 subscribers could manipulate a coin like XRP, you have other issues. But, excuse me, it doesn't really matter, right? Because from our current level to the all-time high, it is almost a 2x. We will get there, and we will get there faster than most people assume, especially looking back on the data from 2017 and 2018. Now, actually, let me go on the Bitstamp chart, because obviously we need to look at more price data, because the Binance chart does actually have a lot of this data. So during this entire time back here, let me move these percentage fractals. So during this entire time from when we really made that nice move to the upside, now this could be assumed to have the April high here, but it's really not. We also had a little bit of a high in May as well. But this was in consolidation for a fairly long time before it actually officially broke out. In fact, it was about 207 days exact before it did this massive move in terms of percent, right? Now, if we do repeat the same pattern, this same exact percentage move, we would be at $10 plus for XRP. I still think that we will be at that $10 plus range. But right now, the data is telling me that there's a lot of strength on this asset. One, a lot of people are loving the price, movement, especially going all the way back to October 27th, because that's when we really bottomed out on some major support. In fact, if we go back to the Binance chart, I could show you that major support. So we hit about 95 cents, but that's not even where the support level was. It was actually around 99 cents, almost $1 exact, which I've always said that the dollar is a strong point for us to actually hold, even going back, to pretty much April 9th and April 10th. We pretty much hit that point, and now we are pretty much exploding off of it. I know it's on a major percent move in terms of price chart or price data, but we will get there. I'm just waiting for $1.30 to be retested. That's my main focus point, but then I obviously want to be back up in here, and especially on the XRP Bitcoin pair, this is where I want to see. Now, of course, with Bitcoin kind of doing its thing, we look at it and we address, are we in the wave 3 or are we in the wave 4 still, right? Because a lot of people think that we're still in the wave 3, but ultimately we could still be, or we could be in the wave 4. Right now from the bottom of June to the top in September, that was our wave 1, followed by our wave 2. Could this have been our wave 3 up here, followed by our wave 4? And now we're pretty much, going on to our last wave on Bitcoin. Could that be the possible state? I mean, it would be technically going off of the fundamentals from 2017 and 2018, which will lead us to have explosive moves on a lot of these altcoins, especially XRP. We're talking about, Casper, QNT, all of these altcoins that I've been talking about for a fairly long time on this channel. This is going to be fairly interesting to really kind of watch for, because if we are still in the wave 3, okay, which I still say is a possibility, if we are in the wave 3, where do we top out at on the wave 3? Do we go all the way up to, 75K and then have our wave 4, which will be a retest of something maybe down here in the $56,000 range, and then our wave 5 will pretty much bring us to 100K plus, which I've always said I don't agree with the 100K plus target points, but what if we do, right? Now, ultimately, could we be saying that we're about to have a retracement on Bitcoin? Are we about to have a dropping point from here? That's where a lot of people are kind of waiting for. I'm personally waiting for us to see if we're going to get invalidated on a move downward. We need to break the current all-time high for us to really kind of see if we are going to have a pullback or if we're just going to continue upward. Currently right now, if we did have a wave 4, that pretty much, this candle turned into, which, by the way, I just want to warn you guys, on Sunday, on every single weekly candle close, after the candle closes, the volatile price action ensues. So after the candle close, if we were still in the wave 3, our candle will most likely continue up and it wouldn't test a bottom down here. It wouldn't just go straight up, but it could trade sideways in an upward trend. But I will say this, if we are about to be in a wave 4, we will come down and we will retest. Where is that level that we will retest? Well, ultimately speaking, there's a ton of support levels to really retest. Essentially, I've always said this $56,000 range is very possible, but so is the $57,000 range, which is around this point still. But if we do retest this, I wouldn't be too mad. In fact, I would actually welcome this. And it's not a negative thing either. I just want you guys to understand that. And I want to address this real quick. Because even if we do drop this point, this would be about a 16.55 drop from the current all-time high. So it's not too bad. And this will ultimately lead us into this explosive wave 5. And even talking about the past patterns, we've seen a drop in November, even going back to 2017 and 2018. But I will say this. For anybody who thinks that XRP isn't going to $10 this bull run, I think that they need to reanalyze the percentage fractals on this, because this, when it really breaks out, like this price data is great. Trust me, I'm very, very happy with the price data so far. In fact, for anybody who bought the dip back in September, or even bought the dip just recently during October, say for so you bought at about $1, you are up right now 27.64%, which is fairly good in my mind, especially if you guys are, I understand being new to crypto or even just being in crypto, you see these people doing like 100x gains and stuff like that off of these coins, but listen, any sort of gains are good. But ultimately speaking right now, I will definitely say, just prepare for some volatile price action. I understand that this price data is great. It's lovely. It's incredible. I'm loving it personally. The Bitcoin pair looks fairly strong. In fact, if we could hold this support level that we recently made down here at about 1870 sats, which is also the previous support going back to August before we had this nice move to about $1.43, that will be very bullish for us. In fact, I think that when we're talking about XRP on even the micro base levels, in the short term, we will most likely retest on the USD pair about $1.30 plus, which right now we almost did. So I personally want to see us, hit that resistance point, maybe even test it similar to, September 2nd, September 3rd before we officially break out of it. I don't want it to just be a straight line up. And for anybody who is in crypto or new to crypto, whatever the case may be, you probably don't want to see a straight line up either. It's just not sustainable. So technically speaking, we really want to see a sustainable move on XRP, which I think right now the price data is showing, a lot of upward trend. In fact, from this point in October to where we are currently now, we've pretty much just been making a little bit of a higher low situation here. So there's pretty good price strength and price data on XRP, but it is pumping. And we're going to be seeing a lot of altcoins like this. Even if we go to the 24-hour span here and check out what's happening on the 24-hour, there's a lot of assets making some gains today. XRP is at the number 7th spot for the top gainers on the 24-hour, and I'm not saying it because it is number 7. I'm just saying it's because it is 7th right now. But it is making some gains. It's almost making double-digit figures in terms of percentage moves. But a lot of other assets are also making some strong moves today. So expect a lot of assets to kind of do what XRP is doing right now, which is breaking out of their descending wedges. On the 7-day span, a lot of altcoins are making some strong fundamental gains as well. I mean, we're talking about 170%. We're also talking about 130%. Even Crypto.com's coin is up 72% on the 7-day span. So there's a ton of gains happening. There's a ton of momentum on these charts, especially on the Bitcoin chart. I'm waiting for this wave 5, or I shouldn't even say wave 5. I should essentially say I'm waiting for the wave 3 or the wave 4 to be validated or invalidated. So that's what we're really waiting for in terms of price data on Bitcoin. But we do know that we are in this massive wave 5 impulse. We're just waiting for, a few indicators to really kind of play out here. But essentially, I just want to say, going back on the price chart, we are going to pretty much repeat that 2017-2018 pattern on XRP, and it is going to be extremely bullish. But let me check out what is happening in the chat. Welcome everybody who is in the chat to the stream. Let's go, XRP to the moon. Yep, XRP. Yep, the moon is the first step. Oh yeah, watch this next couple weeks. To the moon. Yeah, I mean, honestly, watching XRP these next few weeks, even in the month of November, we could make some major gains, but ultimately speaking, our real good month is December from the past patterns. So definitely watch for December on XRP. I'm going to be very, very excited to watch for those months, but it's going to be extremely, extremely bullish. Pray for the rain, but don't stop digging the well. I have 13K XRP, 16K XLM. Let's go to the moon. XRP and Casper. What about QNT, bro? Loving this channel. Is XDC a scam? No, it's not. QNT is also bullish. It's just taking a little bit of a dip right now. QNT analysis. More QNT videos, please. QNT. Dude, I know. We love QNT here. Don't worry. We'll talk about it. Awesome research, Nick. Really appreciate you, brother. XRP, XLM, HBAR, QNT. Let's go. Much appreciate, Gilbert. Welcome to the stream. Brian, New York. What's going on, man? So ultimately, yeah, I mean, in terms of XLM, I do just want you guys to understand that XLM is going to repeat this same pattern as well. In fact, we could actually use the Bitcoin chart to actually look at this. And I do want to show you guys this because I've done, analysis on this in the past. And I understand that a lot of people are not excited with the price data or the price, analysis right now on this, but currently speaking, this has done the same exact move as XRP. I know that it's not as bullish as XRP, or I shouldn't even say that it's not as bullish. It's just the idea that a lot of people are not as bullish on XLM as they are on XRP. The Bitcoin price chart for XLM looks pretty horrible, right? In terms of this, it looks fairly bearish, but the price data on the USD pair is in a little bit of an inverse on the Bitcoin to USD pair. So this is most likely going to come down in price and retest a point. We'll most likely retest around the, I would say, pretty much the 35-cent range, somewhere down here like the 35-cent range to possibly even the 33 centile range again. But if we're looking back at the USD pairs for both of these, look at the major support that we had at $1 on XRP, and then look at the major support that we had on XLM pretty much at 33 cents. So those are strong moves, but they're also the same exact moves in terms of strength on a support zone. So these move very cohesively. I don't need to tell you guys that. I've actually already done a video on that, breaking these down. So ultimately, definitely keep a close eye out on both of these assets in terms of XLM and also XRP. So yeah, I just QNT videos because very few people make videos about it, and I love yours. I appreciate it. Don't worry, I will be making more. Glad you put the video out. Almost missed it. Laugh out loud. No worries, man. What's up, Nick? Nick, don't sleep. Appreciate your work. Yeah, I mean, I barely sleep at this point. What do you see as a 6-month price on XLM? Well, ultimately, we don't look at it in a 6-month price chart. We actually look at it as in terms of, pretty much where it's going to top out on. And, right now, the current all-time high is up here at about 93 cents. And if we do follow the same pattern from 2017, 2018, which we look back here, and the percentage fractal here was about 3,173% of a move upward. If we just do like a, half of that or something like that, we could essentially look at a $5 to $10 XLM, which I've always discussed the $5 to $10 XLM being possible, especially if XRP can make its way, far north. We're talking about, pretty much $15 to $25 to possibly even $28 on XRP. I'm more dead set on XRP being a $10 to $15 asset though by the end of this bull run or its topping point. XLM in terms of price, if XRP only gets to $10 to $15, I'm still expecting about, XLM to be a $5 to somewhere in the $10 range. So if XRP is at around $10, expect XLM to be around half of that at 5, and if XRP is around $15, expect XLM to be around like $7.50, somewhere around that pinpoint, which I'm still waiting for and watching for. We still have to wait for our topping point. Like I said, we're still watching for the wave 5 impulse on Bitcoin, or I should say the wave 3 or wave 4 validation point on Bitcoin. Just subscribed. Hi all. Welcome to the channel, Peter. I do greatly appreciate it. Shouldn't HBAR be better than XRP because of the market cap difference? I mean, technically speaking, we don't look at things in terms of a market cap difference to see if an asset is actually better than one another. I will say this, over the fundamentals, HBAR does have a lot more utility behind it in terms of how much it could actually be utilized. XRP, though, in terms of the ODL adoption and line of credit, it does have a ton of use cases behind it as well, which are pretty high up. So, overall, I wouldn't say one is better than the other. They are going to pretty much compete in two completely different niche audiences, or niche markets, I should say, not audiences. And when we're talking about that, we're talking about XRP being at some point in time, $1 trillion plus asset, and of course, HBAR being a $1 trillion plus asset as well. Look where we are at with Solana on Binance. How do you feel about the escrow? Like 50 billion at 10 or 50 is a huge amount of money. They would have a huge amount of money to do what they want with. They would be one of the richest entities on earth. I can't see the government allowing them to keep it. No. Well, first off, to understand the escrow, it gets put back into the ODL services. So that actual escrow amount is not owned by Ripple anyways. It's more so utilized for ODL usability. That's why when David Schwartz says, XRP can't be at $100 price target, it needs to be higher than $100, he essentially is meaning the idea that that escrow is going to be utilized for those use cases. It's going to be utilized in ODL adoption. It's going to be utilized in corridors. So XRP's price would have to be higher if they wanted to move massive amounts of money. So like, just imagine if XRP was at $1, right? A stable coin dollar. And they wanted to move $1 trillion. They would have to move 1 trillion XRP. But imagine if it was $100 or, $1,000. You know how efficient that would actually be, in terms of moving that money? It would be a lot more, efficient. Do you think QNT can still reach $550 this year? Very few QNT left on exchanges. Honestly, I've discussed QNT. In terms of QNT and its, price chart, I've always said that we could see upwards of $1,000 to $2,000 this bull run. So, 550 is easily achievable. Also, I just want you to understand that I discussed this asset, and I think it's actually on the coin. Well, one second. It's on the Coinbase chart that I have it. So here we go. Right. So I've said that once we get on, this pretty much little bit of a spring action, if you will. This is a massive consolidation, first off. In terms of a 134% move from a 32-day consolidation, currently right now we're at 58 days in consolidation, right? So as this continues on to consolidate, this percentage fractal that I have over here is going to increase and increase and increase in terms of a move up. But I will say this, if we did go to, let's say if we went to $2,000, right? For us to get to $2,000 from our current level, it's only a 670% move in price. I think that is highly achievable. And when we're talking about QNT by the end of this bull run, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by its price action. And I think it has a ton of upward momentum. Also, Great Oaks from Little Acorns. I do greatly appreciate the $5, bro. Let's go. 107K HBAR reporting in. I wish I had more than 5K invested in XRP. Sorry if I've been asked, but what happened with the lawsuit? Good news. Not really anything in terms of good news. It's more so the fact that, Ripple is waiting for Congress to move in and pretty much help streamline this, SEC lawsuit, because obviously, listen, it's almost been a whole year that this SEC lawsuit has been going on, and, the SEC is continuing to ask for more and more delays. So from overall Ripple standpoint, they want to get this SEC lawsuit out of the way already so that they can move on with ODL adoption. their end goal isn't to make money off of XRP. Their end goal is to streamline the settlement period for assets, or not even assets, but finance in general. And we also want to get rid of that trapped capital, which is $27 trillion in nostril vostro accounts. So ultimately speaking, they're talking with Congress. They're trying to get Congress on board with pretty much streamlining this SEC lawsuit. So not really anything in terms of major news or anything like that. Do you think Casper has a chance to make a good run upwards before XRP? It's hard to say. I think that a lot of these tokens, are going to be in terms of the DeFi, right? The DeFi space, and this is the futures for DeFi, by the way. It's making some leeway. This is the market cap for DeFi, by the way. It's almost at its all-time high. Once we break this all-time high up here, which this isn't even the actual all-time high, it's actually up here, but that's the resistance point. Once we break this point up here, that is where a lot of DeFi tokens will start to make their major runs. Casper is a DeFi token, so this is what we are waiting for. We're waiting for this major break, and this is only, if we're looking at the percentage fractal here, only about 14% away. So that's what I'm waiting for, and we will ultimately get there very soon, and a lot of assets will run. I just don't know if Casper is going to run exactly before XRP. So I don't really have a solid answer for that question, to be completely honest with you, and I do apologize. Do you see the government implementing a buyback program for XRP? I think that it is. I think it's likely to do a buyback, but I think it's also the percentage in terms of it being likely to unlikely. Unlikely is a little bit higher in terms of percentage. I just don't see a buyback happening anytime soon, if anything. I know that a lot of people want there to be a monetary value put on XRP, and that's where like pretty much the government will buy back your XRP from you. But ultimately speaking, you know, that's probably not going to happen. Also, I just want to say right now, with XRP going to some high grade targets, like, you know, a lot of people say XRP to $1,000 overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. There's still there's many years between now and the point where we get into a utility-driven market still. By the time that we get there, a lot of people will already be sold out of XRP and in other assets. We see it all the time right now too. Like, even though XRP is about to make some major gains for us, you know, a lot of people are still saying, "Oh, XRP is just a stable coin. It's not even going to move." Yeah, what is it up like 10% today? Wow, my other asset is up like 100%. Like, a lot of people are going to still have that mindset. That's why when a lot of people say, "Well, dude, the market cap would have to be this high," you know, not everybody's going to get rich off of this. Well, no, not everybody's going to get rich off of this asset, right? Because a lot of people are already going to be out of it, or they're not going to be holding it. So do I see a buyback program happening anytime soon? If it does happen, it's not going to be anytime soon. But it's, you know, one of those things where I don't see it fully happening anytime soon. $2,000 is very bullish. Haha, hope so. Yeah, I mean it's fairly bullish. I mean, QNT is the network of networks though, so it's huge. So we do see here. Have you heard of KDA before? I've heard about it. I'm just not in it, to be honest with you. Any thoughts on Lambden? Haven't heard of it, to be completely honest with you. I'm so happy I got in during the 40 to 70 cent range. Yup, exactly. Perfect load up times. Bitcoin up. I thought I was early in the 60-cent range. Nice job, Ismail. Hi there, just subscribed. What is the nice position now after the pump to step in XRP? So ultimately speaking, I believe that you're asking, first off, welcome to the channel. I do greatly appreciate you for subscribing. What is a nice position now after this pump to step in? So a nice position, what do you, I mean, I'm assuming that you mean the price target. I would say anything at about $1.20 or below is a perfect entry point. We could probably see $1.15 being tested again. That's a major support zone for XRP. But any sort of position is good, you know, in the aspect of making money. So I hope that clarifies. HBAR is pumping. Yep, I just seen it break 40 cents. I actually got the alert just recently that it broke 40 cents. So pretty interesting. Great Oaks from Little Acorns. Thank you for the $2. You ready for Hashport? Let's hope we moon. Yeah, I mean, Hashport looks very bullish. I mean, interoperability through these major other networks, that's incredible to see. And I've always said, listen, wait until HBAR solves the interoperability problem, and they are doing that right now. Thanks for your thoughts and insights. Love your channel and the info you provide. No problem, Sam. XRP is going to be third on a market cap. Honestly, it will probably be second on market cap, to be honest with you. And it did flip Bitcoin at some point in time, just saying. Hello, friend. Do you still truly believe XRP will hit $20 by early 2022, or is it just hype and hope? I think that $20 XRP is possible if we get a blow off top on Bitcoin above 100K plus, but I'm more so dead set on $10 to $15. How'd you do betting the fights last night? I crushed it. I didn't bet on them. I typically don't bet on fights. I just kind of, watch them for entertainment, to be honest with you. Have you heard of Antimatter or Fedora FRA? You're the best, Nick. Thanks for all your videos. Lozano, I hope that I said that name right. I have not heard of them. I've heard of FRA before, but I just haven't looked into them. Is it going to be $14 in the beginning of this year? It might be. Gotta wait. Yes, clear. Thanks. No problem, Edward. Will XRP flip Ethereum this bull run? It is very possible. It usually does. HBAR 42 cents. Yes, sir. Have you heard of Theta? Yes, I've heard of Theta. I mean, I'm just not in it. I didn't really do too much research on it either. Hey, Nick, have you looked into LGCY or Legacy Network yet? I have not. I'm sure you meant XRP flipped Ethereum, not Bitcoin. Well, no. It did flip Ethereum and also Bitcoin in the past. It's the only asset to actually flip Bitcoin at some point in time. So, it is fairly interesting to say the least. What is your most bullish QNT price in the future? I think 10K. In the future, I mean, it depends on how long-term we're talking here, because I've honestly said that QNT could essentially hit, at some point in time, 100K plus per. I mean, it's the network of networks, man. It's connecting all of these DLTs together. It's connecting all of these major markets together. It's huge. 570 plus banks are already utilizing their Overledger network with SIA chain, so there's a lot of things to really kind of look at. Is a Sunday night pump a fake out before another Bitcoin back test? Usually it is. Like I've said, I just recently said, prepare for volatile price action if we do see it. That's why I wouldn't be FOMOing in at any time soon, just currently. I've been in HBAR2 since July, and it's been amazing. Yes, said it right. I tell Y is going to be $14. All investors will convert their cryptos to XRP as soon as solving the issue. Maybe. XDC is not moving. Yeah, XDC is not going to move for a little bit of time. Just prepare for it. When we're talking about the DeFi stage and we're talking about a lot of these assets aren't moving just yet. XRP will hit $70 in 2022. We hope to see it. HBAR having a nice pump too. Hey Nick, what's your take on SafeMoon? I think it's terrible. I would stay away. That's just my standpoint on it though. If XRP will not win the case, say bye to all crypto. That's why going to win. Yeah, I think XRP will win the lawsuit. I think that it comes down to the point of it being a very corrupted and overall manipulated case by the SEC themselves. So, we really kind of got to watch for that. But yeah, I definitely think that they win. Could you see XRP going on a Solana type run? It's around the same price Solana was at the start of the year. It's just the idea of circulating supply. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it could do a Solana type run. In terms of percents, I mean, I'm still expecting just $10 to $15 for XRP, which would be about, I think it's like 1,500% or something like that right now, currently. Looks like Casper's starting to move. Yeah, I mean, a lot of assets are starting to make their leeway here. What do you want to see XRP close at today? Honestly, if we could close above $1.25, that would be very crucial for us. Thanks, no problem, Maurencio. Please, if you do not mind, we want your opinion about Telcoin. I think it's very bullish. I've talked about it before it was even 1 cent. I think Telcoin's an incredible asset. Has a bright future on it. If we could have a blow off top on Bitcoin, we could see like 20 plus cents for Telcoin. You totally skipped mine. No, I just comment on yours in terms of the Solana run. Hey Nick, what's your price target for Algorand this bull run? Honestly, anywhere between $5 to $10 is a solid pinpoint for me. LCX $10 this bull run. Yeah, I mean, I think LCX is an incredible asset. I think that it has a ton of upside potential, and I think that it's only beginning. I think LCX has a huge future ahead of it. I don't think Congress will let crypto go away. They need the capital gains taxes it will generate. No, they actually don't need the capital gains taxes. What they need is they need to innovate with crypto. They need crypto to actually save the financial, system that they have. Without crypto, they will not be able to prosper into the digitized world, and we will pretty much be surpassed in digitization by other countries. So we need crypto more for a lot of other things instead of taxes itself. I could have bought LCX at 11 cents. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned LCX at around like 4 cents and at around 3 cents. It was a perfect entry point. Will I have time to buy XRP Tuesday? Yeah, most likely. I don't think it's going to go off anytime soon in terms of going to the all-time high. What about XRP Doge? Yeah, I just stay away. Honestly, I'm just more so into utility gems and stuff like that. That's just my play. Wasn't Solana caught lying about their coin supply? Yes, I actually just reported on that just last night. Thoughts on Hedera Hashgraph? Dude, yeah, honestly, Peter, I'm just going to say right now, first off, I believe that you're new to the channel, so thank you. But you need to look back on a lot of my HBAR videos. I am an HBAR-barian to the death. Trust me. Let the pump begin. Hedera, $3 to $4 and a bull run. I think that we could see $3 to $6 with high targets being 10 to 15 if, and I say if, we really get a massive bull run on Bitcoin. When is Swell? I think Swell starts on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure. I think it's the 9th till the 11th. Do you think HBAR will go beyond $1 by the end of December? Yeah, 100%. Big fan, Nick. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, man. I do greatly appreciate it. Do you think the utility run starts after ISO and core case? I think that it starts around 2022 to 2025, somewhere around that pinpoint in time. You are still very bullish on all of the coins for this bull run. Yeah. Say my name, bro. I love you. V Corio. I hope that I said that right. HBAR pump 8%. Yeah, I mean, HBAR is going to pump extremely hard. Trust me. XRP will hover at $10 to $20 and then it will blast off. Yup, 100%. I think that, when we're talking about the major move on XRP, first off, we got to understand that $10 to $20 is possible if Bitcoin can continue its upward momentum. If Bitcoin could hit 200K plus this cycle, like a lot of people are trying to say, XRP will have no problem getting to $28 plus. But if a settlement happens, this bull run, I just want you guys to understand that if a settlement happens before the bull run topping point, XRP could essentially hit $50 plus this bull run. HBAR is pumping. Yep, I'm going to look at it. Do you think XDC will pump after XRP according to their cycles? Possibly. It is possible. HBAR pumping right now. Any chances that this bull run could last longer than the previous ones? Yep, 100%. Hey, Nick, love your opinion. How do you feel about Pink Panda? I know a lot of people don't like that kind of token, loving the look of their new wallet. I haven't looked into it, honestly. This is the great time to go to do a live. Yep, 100%, Eric. That's why I figured we would jump in. HBAR pumping. Is there any competition between HBAR, XRP, XDC, QNT? I'm a green investor and just curious how they will all have a market share. I think that they all will do incredibly well. I think that the pie is big enough for all of them to eat some. So, to be honest, I think that they're all going to succeed. It's pumping right now. Thanks for all the great content. Have a good week. Much appreciated. Go Phillies 345. I do greatly appreciate that $5. Much appreciate it. First time seeing you live. Matthias, I do greatly appreciate that. Honestly, I do lives here and there a lot. I'm going to do a lot more. HBAR, go. I love that you make a lot of videos per day. Continue like that. I remember when you have 2K followers. Yeah, it's been crazy growing, man. It's insane. XRP, hands down, best utility in crypto. Thank you. I watch every day from Australia. I do greatly appreciate that. Rob, do you think Quant is being manipulated? I don't think they have any left and they're pulling mad manipulation on the volume. I don't think it's more so that. I think it's more so whales manipulating it a little bit. Bye, Nick. Hey, I appreciate it, Adrian. I'll see if you are going to leave. Let's go. Man. All right, let's go check out, let's go HBAR. Let's check out what's happening with HBAR right now in terms of moves, because everybody keeps mentioning it. So, 42 cents, yeah. Ultimately, this is pretty interesting to say the least. In terms of 42 cents, though, we really need to break this level. It's major resistance. Where's our major support? So overall, our major support is at around, we could just say technically here in terms of that point. So Right now, currently, yeah, I mean, HBAR is making some leeway. Let's go check out the HBAR Bitcoin pair and see where we are in terms of that. So we are getting some volume on the Bitcoin pair. Ultimately, I want to see us break this point up here, which is that 679 sat level. That is major resistance going back to the 14th and 15th. I think that the price data is fairly strong here, but if we're actually looking here on the Bitcoin pair, excuse me, we need a lot more volume. Now let's check out the RSI. I do want to check out the RSI. So let's check this out. So it looks fairly good. It's not overbought yet. It won't be overbought until it is above the... Honestly, I don't think it's going to be overbought until it is over 60 or 70. I still think that it has some leeway left in it. But we really need more volume right now. I think the volume is the problem currently for HBAR. So we need a little bit of, a little bit more time on that. So yeah. Let's check out the chat. Cool man, good to see you live. I appreciate it. Always posting great content. I greatly appreciate that, Mauricio. Have any confident price targets for UNITO this bull run? Honestly, I'm expecting at least $1 plus for UNITO. Perfect, bro. I already love the space and content here. Much appreciated. Edward, what's your price target for XRP? $10 to $15. I've always said it. Love from Vermont. Hey, I appreciate that. Leonidas. I don't know. I butcher names all the time, so I do hope I said that right. Been watching you for a couple months. Awesome content, brother. Greetings from Toronto. Hey, I appreciate that. Marky Mark. I thought you were ending the stream. Not going anywhere. Valuable information. Thanks for always being on point, man. I always count on your videos. Hey, I appreciate that, Drift King. Should I still be holding Cardano or move out? Honestly, it is totally up to you. I think that there's better choices than ADA. I always do this thing where if an asset goes up 10x, I take out my initial investment and I flow it into other assets. NV Storm Chaser, thanks for helping me get closer to a self-funded retirement. Your news last year helped me get into XRP. Hey, I greatly appreciate that. In fact, if you've listened to me last year, I mean, that's great. I mean, ultimately speaking, even just this last year, I've mentioned XRP from all the way from 17 cents to where we are currently. And if you've listened that entire time, then hey, you're sitting on a pretty big bag of XRP. Hey, can we look at the Bitcoin dominance chart? Thanks. Yes, let's check it out. So in terms of Bitcoin dominance, right now, wow, HBAR is really trying to break that 42 centile range, huh? So in terms of the Bitcoin dominance pair, yeah, we're going to be, oh, sorry, skipped a little bit there. So in terms of Bitcoin dominance currently, it's going to make some leeway as it does pump up a little bit higher. Let's actually go check out the cryptocurrency tab. So yeah, we're still, moving on Bitcoin. So this is going to probably retest this resistance up here at about 44.7%. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. Escrow will reach $1 at the end of this year. Honestly, I don't really invest too much into those exchange tokens, but Crypto.com has been growing astronomically. So I would hope for it to hit $1 if if I was in it. HBAR going to make us millionaires. Yep, 100%. Are you surprised HBAR dApps use aren't more widespread? Can't believe media outlets aren't using micropayment app Drop to charge me 10 cents to read an article or watch a video. I think that once people catch on to what HBAR is actually doing, that's when the wide stream main media will pretty much grab it and pretty much throw it out there to everybody. And, once we start to pump, I think that that's when a lot of people will get very excited about it. We need XRP back on Coinbase. Yep, 100%. You a fan of HID, partnered with UNITO, Harmony, and ties with Alliance Block? Yeah, I do remember you mentioned it in the Discord. I think that it looks fairly good. I just always have a problem with supply and like self-reporting supply. But of course, I've seen other assets like Jigstack have self-reporting supply, so it's not a big problem to me. I think that it looks fairly good in terms of, if it's making you money, always just remember to take your profit. Actually, HBAR is pumping. Yeah, it is. It really is. XLM thoughts. XLM is very bullish, KJ. I've always said it will most likely move with, HBAR or not HBAR, XRP. So definitely keep a close eye out on them. Thank you for helping us. We all love you. Hey, I all love you guys. You guys that are, here supporting the channel, listening to me talk. I do greatly appreciate that. Question for you. If Hashboard is using the Hedera consensus service, do you think it will create more HBAR transaction activity? Just curious of your thoughts. By the way, love your channel. Hey, Tony, I do greatly appreciate that. And yes, it will pretty much create more transactional data flows. And when we're talking about Hashboard, I think Hashboard is a huge innovation to the Hedera network and the Hedera consensus service. Sologenic, XRP Army, Arizona tuning in. Hey, I appreciate that. Big fan. Thanks for all your hard work. Great content, Johnny C. Hey, Johnny C. Greatly appreciate it. Sold all my Cardano for HBAR. Yeah, I think that is a better choice in my opinion, but of course, it is what it is. This video is fire. Hey, I appreciate that. Was there news for the pump to happen? Not really. It's just the market's getting to that point of having that major breakout event. Scarcity coming with QNT. Yep, QNT is going to make some major moves very soon. I've been waiting on XRP for 20 years. Yeah, it seems like that, huh? I mean, XRP is getting to that point, though. Just so you guys know, I've always discussed with XRP what's happening, right? We are following that 4-year cycle, going back to the all-time high, and we will get there yet again. We just have to wait a little bit longer. And when I say a little bit longer, it's not too much longer. For an example, here is that point in December when we really started to break out. So if you've been holding this long, trust me, a little bit more time and you will be fine. It's going to be incredible to see. HBAR is continuing this upward momentum. I'm waiting for this to really kind of break above this strong level and really kind of have a sustainable move above it. But ultimately, I want to see us back in this green channel up here. So that's what I'm really waiting for in terms of HBAR. I've been waiting, or I've already read that. Am I the only one worried about taking XRP profits, worried that once case settles and it starts moving, it won't come back down? In terms of profit for, XRP, don't listen to the people who are going to tell you that it's going to happen like overnight, where it's going to pump to like $100 to $1,000. People have been saying that forever, but I will say this. You want to have a certain percentage in XRP when the case does pretty much settle. You can always hold it until it does settle, but you are going to be, having that point of possibly holding it for, another 3 years. Any opinion about NKN? I've heard about it. I haven't looked into it, to be honest with you. XRP Army, super bullish on XRP and QNT. Yep, 100%. Are you into all these metaverse coins? I'm only into, like HBAR right now currently. I'm in HBAR, XRP, I'm in LCX, XDC, XLM, QNT. There's literally so many coins that I'm in. Like Casper's a huge hold of mine. Like Casper is on its way to being my #1 hold, just so you guys know. I'm also in JigStack still. I'm in a ton of other assets, so there's so many assets that I'm holding. I need help getting my songbird that I claim. Do you have a group meet up, or can you please do one on one Zoom chat? Honestly, I'm not too sure how to claim your songbird. I know that there's a few people out there that could help with that. I've actually just got mine airdropped to an exchange, so I can't really help with that too much. I do apologize. Max buy-in price for HBAR. Honestly, anything below 40 cents is a perfect entry point for HBAR in my opinion. The Federal Reserve officially calls XRP a currency. Yep, I did a video on it. They confirmed it. It's crazy. Any thoughts on XDC? I think XDC is very bullish. I think it is one of the most undervalued gems in this space. So, yeah, very bullish. Love your channel. Appreciate your hard work and research. Thanks for the info. No problem, Jeremy. I do greatly appreciate it. XRP will definitely moon up after the suit. Yep, 100%. How's JigStack looking? In terms of JigStack, we just need more. This is the problem with JigStack. We need 1, live projects with the Polygon integration, like ASAP. 2, we need CEX listings. And I would beg to differ that CEX listings is the #1 priority right now, in my opinion. When do you think XRP will have an all-time high, this year or next year? And what do you think the price could be? I think it is this December when we do see the all-time high. And I think that the price for it would most likely be, $10 to $15 for the topping point. The all-time high after, or like right after it breaks the all-time high, will most likely pump to about like $5 plus. What about max XRP buy price? And I think anything, like I said, under $1.20 is a perfect position. But also, you got to look at the fact that, like, if you're holding XRP and it's going to $10, does it really matter at what price you really kind of buy at right now currently? Casper will definitely be in the top 30 in 2022. I think that will be a very good hold, 100%. HBAR, hey Nick, love from Australia. Hey, I do greatly appreciate that. Patty XRP or Status on Twitter for song. Yeah, Status is great. That's that's who I was actually thinking about, but I couldn't think of his name. Would you sell QNT for $1,000 this cycle? Like on a limit order, put some at 500, some at 800, some at 1,000. The rest are in a ledger for long term, like 5 years. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid exit plan, and you could always reinvest that money into other assets and make more money on that. I love your videos from Singapore. Hey, I greatly appreciate that. XLM should move with XRP, right? Yep, they do. They will move together. XLM has a little bit of a catching up phase to go with, but until we get to that point, we're just kind of sitting stable, kind of chilling, if you will. Holding a bag of ETN since ICO. Any thoughts on them? I heard they are consulting on the British pound. I think that it's a fairly bullish asset. I think that it has a lot of connections with QNT and XRP as well, with a lot of things with like the British pound. So it's a fairly good asset. Also, the CEO, I think his name is, I think he might be the CEO of either Casper or ETN. I got to relook at it, but he is also working with Casper and he's connected to ETN. So yeah, I think ETN is a fairly good asset. I've been trying to buy XRP for the past few weeks on Voyager, but they won't let you. Where is it still available to buy? Uphold is my opinion, the greatest place to buy it. When K settle for XRP? We don't know. I mean, honestly, we really don't know, but we are closing the gap on it, and I do think that it is coming very soon. HBAR storage advice, you could store it on ledgers and stuff, but you need to make, I think it's like My Wallet or something like that. I forgot what it was, but there's a ton of videos on YouTube about it as well. Could we have an extended bull run through till March? Yeah, we could have a Q1, Q2 of 2022 sort of bull run happen if we are in technically the wave 3 still and waiting for the wave 4 to happen on Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean, it is possible. Thoughts on XLM? Man, XLM is very bullish. Trust me, I love it, man. Polygon predictions, think I should load up more. I've always said that Polygon or Matic could hit possibly $5 to $10 this bull run. But it is currently up to you if you want to, get into it. I was in it, and I mentioned it around the 30-cent range and actually below 30 cents. It is a fairly strong asset. I think that it has a lot of integration and ecosystem growth on it. So it is currently totally up to you if you want to add more. So up to you. What are your thoughts on IMX? I haven't heard of it, to be honest with you. Is 1,000 XRP enough, or should I buy more? Cheers from Australia. It doesn't hurt to buy more. I do think that there's some other ROI options in this game, though. So it is currently, a full-on you decision. But I do think that XRP is very bullish long-term and even short-term. Will this be on your channel later? Yep, 100%. Buy XRP on Uphold? Yeah. Where's a good place to buy Casper? Uphold as well. Uphold is solid for them. Price target for XLM, end of December 2021. Pretty much at around $2.50 to anywhere between, something with like a $5 range. 20,000 XRP should be enough. Yep, 100%. Your target price on VET, don't really have one ultimately. DAG is very bullish. I'm thinking, $1 plus at least. Sold my Matic bag for XRP and XLM. I just don't know how to play it. If I sell out 50 to 100K to buy back in an attempt to increase taxes due, supposed to sell to cover, or maybe wait till January to sell. GD Taxman. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if we are selling, if you sell, and this is for anybody who's in this chat listening, if you sell your crypto after December, like in January, you don't have to pay taxes for a whole year. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to, worry about taxes too much. DAG is the gem. Yep, 100%. Do you expect another big dip or buying more before the real run? I would just wait until we have the solid candle close and then see if there is some volatile price action. XRP on Atomic Wallet, send XLM to Atomic Wallet and swap it. Thoughts on Flare/Songbird? Very bullish on both of them. Thanks, brother. Much love from Australia. Cheers, mate. No problem. XRP is also on KuCoin. Yup. Do you think Uphold will ever allow transfers? That's the only thing I hate right now. They will. It's just they're really annoying with the tier 3, tier 4 asset sort of thing. But they will allow it at some point in time. Casper $1 plus by when? It's hard to say, but once the DeFi space really breaks out, I don't see it not being $1 plus at some point in time. I bought the Crusader bundle pack, but think you should also have a Patreon. I would totally sign up and support you. Yeah, I might do something like that. I might do a membership thing, maybe possibly on the website as well. I got to see. I don't want to monetize too much because I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely think about it. It is enough for a life-changing wealth, 32K HBAR, 135 XLM, and 57 XRP. Yeah, I mean, that's a massive bag. Trust me, that's a ton for, life-changing wealth. Convert to a stablecoin or sell crypto. I usually like to, convert to a stablecoin. I don't think that that's too bad. You can pretty much do either one. It's totally up to you. Theta/T-Fuel. thoughts. I haven't done too much research on them to really kind of answer that question, so I do apologize. Hello from Alaska, XRP Army. Hey, welcome. I love it. Thoughts on XDC? Very bullish. A lot of people are asking me about XDC. I love it. Can trust funds get you around tax? I'm not too sure. I really don't have I'm not an accountant. I really can't tell you the answer for that. I bought XRP on Bityard. Is that okay? I haven't really heard of them, so I can't really answer that question either. Forget Australia. Hi from NZ. Hey, welcome. XRP 2022. Wow. 2020. I cannot talk right now. $22,500 end of year. Come see. Wow. I apologize for butchering that, but it is what it is. Thoughts on VeChain? Looks extremely bullish. I've heard that VeChain is actually looking very, very bullish lately. So I haven't looked at it. I might take a look at it after this stream and definitely do possibly a video on it. DeFi is the key to crypto adoption and growth. Yeah, I think that the DeFi space has a ton of growth in it. I think that it could easily 10x. So yeah, when you trade crypto for crypto, that's not a taxable event, correct? So then in 2022, convert to fiat and possibly cash out as needed. Any sort of transfer, any sort of conversion is a taxable event, sadly. How do you go about taking profits, convert to USDC, or right back into bank account, convert to Bitcoin? You can convert it to USDC, or you can convert it, I mean, I would convert it to a stable coin if you're selling near the top, or just kind of put it in your bank if you want. That way, when the market dips, it doesn't really kind of take profits with it. Thoughts on Nano and Quantum? Haven't really looked into them, so I can't really answer that. I know a lot of people are asking me about all of these cryptos, but I haven't really looked into a lot of them. I'm not really overexposed to many assets, as I only have, the bags that I want to hold right now, because we are pretty much at the end of the bull run, the last mile. Well done, Key. I was wondering what a solid minimum bag would be if XRP for long term. I would say at least 10K, honestly. That is a taxable event, bro. Would you sell 88 or XRP to buy other coins? I wouldn't sell XRP. 88 I would. Only if you can transfer the XRP onto a hard wallet like Ledger Nano T. I think your video froze. No, the video's still here. I'm just kind of reading the chat. But we could, let me see if it, yeah, it's still going. All good. No worries. Quant's going to a $20 billion market cap this week. I could feel it. It's being manipulated. I think it's going to Moon November 9th during the British Pound Foundation meetup event. Maybe. Definitely. Kiwi in Australia here, infiltrating them one at a time. Ledger, timer, and price aren't moving. Would you buy physical gold and silver with profits from this bull run to maintain wealth until next bull run? It is up to you. I mean, anything that's going to make you money is solid. I don't know if I would be in commodities or so, because I do think that we're going to be seeing a stock market crash fairly soon. Thanks for the content one. Yep, no problem. Hi from Netherlands, holding XRP QNT HBAR. Hey, welcome. Girl once. Nice, Joe. What do you think of VRA? I think that VRA looks fairly solid, but I wouldn't be jumping in it anytime soon. Hi, Netherlands. Who has more partnerships, Solana or XRP? I think XRP 100%. What else has a better ROI than XRP? Casper, HBAR. There's a few other assets out there. I will be so happy if QNT reaches 1K this year. Awesome. So happy. Awesome insights, Nick. No problem. Is it too late to buy HBAR? No, absolutely not. But I would wait for, possibly 40 cents or below. XRP has relationships with hundreds of banks and institutions worldwide. Don't know about Solana. So trading crypto to crypto is taxable. Damn. Yep, it definitely is. Are you hip to legacy, Nick? I haven't looked at it. I can't really speak on it. HBAR is undervalued 100%. XLM is a stablecoin, right? Will the SEC have jurisdiction on all stablecoins? XLM is not a stablecoin. People don't sell. We are going to the moon. Yep. Up at 1:38 a.m. to watch XRP unfold tonight. Big up UK. Yep. XRP has been moving, man. It's crazy how fast this market can move like that. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, I'm going to wrap up the video here. We've been streaming for about over an hour long. It's crazy, guys. We've been streaming for about like almost an hour exact. So I'm going to wrap up the video here. I do greatly appreciate you all for stopping by. I'm going to try to catch up with the chat, but it's moving way too long, way too fast. I mean, it's crazy. Thank you everybody who pretty much donated to the stream. I do greatly appreciate that. A lot of these questions I really can't catch up to. It's moving so fast. I do apologize. But ultimately, I am going to wrap up the stream here. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate you all. For anybody who does want to get more content, like my Crypto Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which includes all of this other content as well as all future content for free on this website, you guys could get that on NCashOfficial.com. But with that being said, thank you all for stopping by. I do hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. This is Nick. Peace out, guys.